If you want to detect a narcissist or a psychopath fast, before they wreck your mind, confuse your soul, or dismantle your life, use this test. It takes 3 seconds. It's called the Sakako eye test. You do not need them to speak. You do not need to observe their behavior for weeks. You do not need to wait for the mask to fall. You just need to look into their eyes, because their eyes, and everybody's eyes in that case, are the windows to their soul. Their eyes will tell you what their mouth may try to hide. Hi, I am Samir, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a test that will help you to detect a narcissist or a psychopath within seconds. So, stay until the very end. Understanding Sanpaku eyes. Now, before I talk about the test, I need to explain what are Sanpaku eyes, because this is called the Saku eyes test. And where did it come from? The term Sanpaku comes from Japanese, meaning 3 whites. In a normal human eye, you see the white sclera on the left and the right of the iris. That's 2 whites. But in Sanpaku eyes, there is a third, either above or below the iris. That is why they're called 3 white eyes. This is not just an aesthetic observation. It is an ancient diagnostic signal, believed to show deep psychological, emotional, and even spiritual imbalance. This theory was popularized in the West by George Osawa, the founder of the macrobiotic movement. According to him, Sanpaku eyes were more than just a facial quirk. They were a warning, a sign of what was brimming inside a person if you paid close attention. He divided Sanpaku eyes into 2 types, Yin Sanpaku and Yang Sanpaku. One shows fear, the other shows threat. Yang Sanpaku, the predator's stare. Yang Sanpaku, the narcissist's predatory stare. That is what we are going to talk about. Pay attention to this. This is what you will see in narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths. The ones who smile to your face but are calculating your destruction behind the scenes because they are malignant. Yang Sanpaku is when you can clearly see the white of the eye above the iris. That means the iris looks like it's sitting low in the eye socket, with a lot of visible white space above. It looks unnatural, off balance, menacing. This is the predator stare, the stare of someone who studies you while pretending to connect with you. They do not blink much. They do not soften their gaze. Their pupils do not dilate when you talk about something emotional. There is no mirroring. There is no natural warmth, just scanning, as if they are mentally breaking you down into pieces, as if they are looking for an entry point to infiltrate and dominate you. This is the stare of people like Ted Bundy, Charlie Manson, Jeffrey Dahmer. Look at their mugshots. Look at their interviews. You will see the same thing. The cold, dead, psychopathic gaze with that eerie white space on the top. That is Yang Sanpaku. And the shocking part is, this is also common in a lot of narcissists, especially the covert ones, the spiritual ones, the I am just brutally honest ones. Look at their eyes during their moments of rage or when they are emotionally detached. You will often see it, that upward Sanpaku stare. It is more than a coincidence. It's the energy of predation leaking through the eyes. Their body knows, their soul knows, and it shows all the time. Now let me tell you how they behave. People with Yang Sanpaku often, number 1, exhibit a need to dominate conversations with a blank, unreadable gaze. Number 2, feel no remorse after hurting someone and maintain eye contact without emotional presence. Number 3, they're hyper-calculated, making you feel dissected, not seen. Number 4, they get angry when you avoid eye contact, because eye contact is how they tether you emotionally. This is why victims of narcissistic abuse often say, "It was the way they looked at me. I can't explain it. It gave me chills." It's not your paranoia, it's physiology. Their eyes were never soft. Their stare was a weapon. They weaponized it all the time, against you. Yin Sanpaku, the survivor's gaze. Now let's flip the script. Let's talk about something else, the polar opposite. Yin Sanpaku is when the white shows below the iris. The iris looks like it's floating high in the socket. The upper eyelid may look tense. The gaze may seem startled, lost, or deeply overwhelmed. This isn't a sign of malice. This is a sign of extreme trauma. People with Yin Sanpaku are the survivors, the empaths, the sensitive ones, the souls who have endured too much, too early. Their nervous system is stuck in high alert. You may have these eyes. They look like they're always watching for danger, because they are. They, 1, flinch easily. 2, get overwhelmed in crowds. 3, struggle with hypervigilance. 4, often dissociate or freeze in conflict. Do you have any of these traits? I know you have. Let me know in the comments. This is what happens when your system has absorbed more pain than it can process. So where Yang Sanpaku reflects the predator, Yin Sanpaku reflects the hunted. That's why narcissists and empaths are the two sides of the same coin. Even their eyes reveal it. Do you see now? The 3-second test. How to detect Sanpaku in real life. How do you detect Sanpaku in real life? What do you do? Let's find out the next time you feel that chill, that weird gut feeling that something is off about someone. Pause. Lock eyes, just for a few seconds. Here is what to look for. 1. Look at the iris. Is it centered, or does it sit unusually low or high in the socket? 2. Do you see a clear band of white above the iris while they are staring directly at you? 3. Does the gaze feel disconnected from emotional presence, like they are watching you, not with you? 4. Do you feel small, or observed, or silently dominated, even if they haven't said a word? If yes, you may be looking at Yang Sanpaku. Do not rationalize it. Do not excuse it. Do not doubt yourself. This is not a diagnostic tool to replace professional assessment, but it is an ancient survival tool, a primal recognition that something is wrong, weirdly wrong. And it is okay to trust that deep feeling. A narcissist can script their speech. They can study empathy. They can fake tears. They can even steal other people's trauma stories and present them as their own. That's how they pretend to be a victim. But they cannot fake the soul. They cannot fake warmth. They cannot fake what happens to their eyes when they feel superior, or when they want control, or when they silently enjoy your pain. That moment when their mask slips, it always happens through the eyes first. And if you have ever seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The shark-like glaze. That look that made your spine tighten before you even understood why. Now you do. Now you know. Trust your instincts and eyes. Not every person with visible sclera is a narcissist. Not everyone with intense eyes is dangerous. But when your gut is screaming, when the stare feels wrong, and when you see that white space floating above the iris like a red flag, do not ignore it. You have been trained to doubt your instinct. Narcissistic abuse does that, but your body keeps score. Your intuition keeps working, and your eyes, the same way theirs expose them, are wired to recognize danger faster than words ever could. From today, you're not just someone who studies red flags. You are someone who sees them, visibly, clearly, and instantly. So trust your eyes, and trust your gut. This is the few seconds test that could save you from years of trauma. I hope you resonated with what I had to share today. Let me know in the comments. I will talk to you in the next one.